Hey, we can't pass up Judas. Judas
No,
in the last
fuck no,
Messiah.
fuck no.
Speaking of Daniel
I didn't see
Kaluuya,
it.
That was a what?
The shit wouldn't
I
work.
cried at the end of that
It
shit,
wouldn't
bro.
work. The link I
gonna
sent.
lie,
Why
yeah.
you didn't tell me?
Oh, I fell asleep.
You fucking
Nigga
cool.
was
It's Black
fried.
History Month.
No,
Friday,
no,
fell
but
asleep.
the thing I did prepare though. I actually looked. I did a lot of YouTube on the real shit. Looked up the real interview and all that shit. So I'm already, I mean, I already knew about Fred Hampton anyway, but I just didn't see the movie.
Yeah, it
True
was
dope.
man, dope beginning to end. I was arguing with somebody who was telling me that it was slow for 20 minutes, and I'm just like, I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you was expecting this to be like the Avengers or some shit.
Yeah, I was
fam,
about to
but
say,
it was
like, I don't
really,
What?
Yeah, I'm like, it's historical fiction.
Somebody said it's slow.
Yeah, I'm like, this shit was good beginning to end. I think Lakeith
From what I
and
seen,
Daniel
they-
played
they
the hell out of
dominated.
their fucking roles,
They
man.
did, bro.
Shout out to Lakeith,
Like,
man.
the
He
hell
hates
out of
Charlemagne
them,
too.
bro.
Yeah, fellow Charlemagne hater.
I can't believe
'Cause he was
Charlemagne
hating
hating
on
on
that
that
nigga.
nigga.
Fellow
Yeah,
moan
that was
room-
weird too, bro. Like, I
fellow
ain't
moan
even-
room person on Clubhouse. Even though you said it wasn't you, you was still in there. So, you was still there. So, I mean, yeah. But it was crazy. It was crazy watching. Like, I mean, it was a lot of anger watching it.
Man,
'Cause,
I
I
just
mean,
seen
like,
the
white
last
people
scene.
through history
Cry,
and
bro.
still till now just be seeming like such evil fucking people to
That's
me,
a
bro.
fact, bro.
And I'd be trying to wrap my head around how the fuck were you this inhumane and evil to people for just no reason at all.
No
like
reason,
you guys
bro.
just don't have any reason. Like when they killed him, like I ain't a spoiler, y'all know this nigga dies. Just like
He's
For
good.
what?
He's good and gone. Like,
yeah, for what? What did y'all like kill this
21
nigga
years
for?
Yeah, I was
old.
about to say, he's
21.
21, bro.
And fuck, I wasn't doing shit or thinking his way at 21
The
as
whole
he was
ice
thinking.
cream shit.
I
I
found
wasn't
out,
thinking no.
I found out about Fred Hampton when I was in college. Like when I started really, I felt like college is like when I really started tapping into like being black, like on some honey shit, like where I was able to kind of like find out more about my history.
Did they
I
touch
had
on a lot
certain-
of that shit at your high school?
Oh no! I was
No?
about to say it. Like that's what I'm saying. In high
We
school,
have videos.
bullshit.
We have videos.
There's a lot of bullshit. Like I mean, they put us up on like
That shit was huge. Like that shit was huge. Like Black History was like
Man,
a fucking
you went to Cass.
thing there, nigga.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean,
like all the time.
like
Cass.
we had
Nah,
like
no,
basic
that's all I was
shit.
asking.
Like we
Wouldn't have asked if I thought every place was like Cass.
No,
Wouldn't have asked that question.
y'all know how y'all is.
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
had to see how it was.
Well,
at
no,
y'all's
I mean,
spot.
but you
I
went.
mean,
Where you went to
but
Lathrop?
that's what I'm saying. Like it's all black there. Like
At
you
Lathrop.
know, yeah.
Okay.
All my schools were like all black. Like
what about that Asian kid?
he was like the minority.
Yeah,
Like that's
what
what I'm
about
saying. Like won't know.
Don't leave him out.
That shout
All-
out to Ray. Dog.
Yeah,
That's my
99% black and 1% Asian.
Go crazy.
Fact.
Goku.
But fucking racist.
Is that racist?
Man, we called him like one of the best.
All right, the fuck.
Yeah, one of the best Asians.
All right, sorry, Yum
Hey,
Child.
well,
Shit.
everybody. Hey, you call any black person Michael Jordan, you see what's gonna happen. But
Nothing.
all
I'm
right.
claiming it.
Manifest that.
Fuck.
Fucking Michael Jordan over here.
Yes, give me every shoe, mansion.
But,
Put the B in the middle for me.
Yeah, like when I was in
Michael
high
B.
school.
Put the B in the middle.
Do I call it a lorry?
When I was in high school, like we learned about Black history. There were certain teachers that put like more emphasis on it than others, obviously. But when I was in college and going to like the teachers that I had at Oakland University, especially like I had this one white professor, his name was Jim Perkinson. And he was just like a really ill ass white dude, like and he made me like
Tap into your shit.
yeah, he really did because he just knew so much more about the shit. Like we come into class and he got in a way like I ain't been around many white people like that. And he was like one of them old, like he had like the long ponytail and shit. Like, you know, this nigga was doing
He was a
LSD and
hipster
shit.
and shit.
Yeah, you
Good
know what I'm saying?
hipster.
He's probably around niggas and shit.
I fuck with them though. That's another topic though.
It
That's a
it
huge
is. It
another
is.
topic,
But
bro.
I remember tapping in and really doing the research about Fred Hampton at the time, and just learning like his story and just like how he was able to unite like gangsters, like real gangsters, like beyond like trying to get like people to understand what the fight was. It was like the idea that he was bringing all of us together at a time where we was just coming off of like King getting shot. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X had been assassinated. And he was kind of like the next one. And I found that really intriguing because I really didn't like I had no real clue about Fred Hampton until I got to college and started like studying about him. And when you look at like the whole story told in a movie, that's the only thing. Like sometimes I be wishing like certain shit was a series compared to like just a movie, because it'd be like so much other shit like that they could get into. Yeah. But I understand, and I think everybody did like a really great job like with the production of the movie. I'm still kind of unclear as to like what's going on with the family and if they're being compensated, which I feel like is wrong if this story is being told and you know that family is not receiving
don't
anything.
Think so, because they were doing a GoFundMe to keep his house.
Yeah, see that shit.
House, so
that
it
shit
couldn't have been.
be happening.
Yeah, that ain't possible. Yeah, somebody should have enough sense over there somehow to get some money. It should have been no GoFundMe going up. It should have just been like, okay, this how much y'all need.
Yeah, that's
here
nuts.
y'all go.
So I want to say that as well. Like you need to. I was really emotional by the end of that shit, bro. Like it was just, especially the closer you got to the end, because you know what the end is.
Right.
And if you know like the circumstances of how it happened, like that shit, I remember seeing that shit when I was like 19, and just being like seeing the bed. Like the bed is what they be showing. Like when you see like all that blood all over that, like that shit. That shit affected me like on a level like I still remember seeing that shit for the first time, like just the pictures of that shit, and you realize that she was pregnant with Fred Hampton Jr. At the time. Like it was, that shit was,
it's tragic, bro.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I was,
and that's
I
what
was
I'm saying.
really
Like my thing is,
I can
emotional
imagine how she
behind that
felt.
shit.
Like that's traumatizing as fuck, man.
And they did it in
The
a
way that
movie.
shit
They
went down.
in the movie they did it in like a really just like effective way. Like
she just sitting,
yeah,
standing there.
Yeah,
To
like
that
it was
shit.
just it was
That shit sick.
that shit
And that
was tough, bro.
And
like
the thing
it was,
is,
it
people
was
don't
tough.
even understand. That's worse than seeing somebody getting shot. Like you hearing that
Hearing
shit
it,
and
hearing
don't
people
see the
talking,
shit. Like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You're hearing this shit happen.
Yeah,
that's
they
tough,
talked
bro.
about them.
And
Still,
that's like you said.
yeah.
That's some evil. Like that's evil shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like we fuck like the emotions. Fuck being mad. Fuck being upset. Just you being an evil ass person, bro. That take a lot to do. You a sick nigga at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah, that's torturous.
Like y'all,
You know what
y'all
I'm saying?
people, like people talk about black folks in a negative way all the time. But do y'all not see or understand the shit that y'all was doing to us, bro? Like
They
it
need to
be
understand
weird,
we got the
bro.
most.
Like
I feel like we have the most love in our hearts. Like as
we
a
do,
race,
and
like,
we say that
period.
damn near
All
all
the
the
time.
time. We say that on this shit all the time. But just we have footage of shit that y'all do. Fuck us, crime and all that shit. That shit do not amount to the shit that y'all do, bro. At all, bro.
Like
Shit sick.
yeah, that shit was.
Niggas definitely need to check that shit out.
That shit,
They haven't,
yeah.
though.
My nigga Rare,
Watch it.
that fuck my nigga Rare watched that shit, and he, man, me and him just been tapping in into all this. Like you already know I've been a YouTube bag, but he pissed about this movie. Like he grew up fucking with Fred Hampton too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he really look up to like his influence.
He's a hero, bro.
Like he is.
he
the
really
shit that he
is,
was
bro.
doing at that
Like,
age is
yeah.
crazy.
And that's why I'm saying. Like I think I
Nowhere
was
near.
Nigga was a
what he
man.
I was so
like,
tapped
you feel
in.
me? Like you that was a man.
I was so tapped in, especially being like, yeah, I think I was like 19, 20, bro, and I was like, bro, like the shit that I'm doing like right now is nowhere near the level of what he was doing at that time. And to understand, like, he had the nation shook to a point where they was like, the FBI needs to step in and do something about it. That's nuts. Like, we all joke about, like, you know, we in surveillance state type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
shit
feds
is real
watching
when
and
it's
shit.
really
like,
real,
you know what I'm
though.
saying? But
It is
when
real.
niggas start
real as
tapping the phone and niggas is watching you, they said, like, bro, they said this one nigga, like, I was watching MLK FBI, was just talking about the FBI surveillance on Martin Luther King. They said one of like the photographers, I think, that was getting like all like these shots, like iconic shots. He was like an informant for like 18 years, bro.
No, facts.
Like they send, like, we've had like sleeper agents and shit like that within like these big revolutionary movements, and bro, that shit, I don't know, that shit it hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you see and you try to put yourselves in the position or like in the shoes of some of these people going through all this shit.
And that's what I said. Like, I think it was last I told you that. I'm like, bro, I done had a rough 2 weeks. Because it's like when you, like, nigga, it be times when I'm really locked in, I have a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, really imagine that shit. You feel me? Like, people talk this shit. Well, if I couldn't been a slave because all I did, bro. You don't know shit because you'd have been doing the same shit.
Else,
like,
bro.
When you in that situation,
or just go die.
You feel me? Like,
just would have went to die.
Life was really different, bro. And again, like the one night in Miami shit, like really seeing like Malcolm X was like, I can't trust nobody right now. Like, that's some shit, bro. I got 2 security guards.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be my brothers.
But not
I can't
even
trust
just
them.
that. Like, you don't know what's going on with the nation either.
That's
like,
what I'm
at
saying.
the time,
That shit was crazy,
You feel
bro.
me?
Like, because I don't know what it was, but basically him saying like he was on some shit with the little girls and shit. I don't fuck with that. So I can't even say how I feel because now I got this whole nation against me.
Yeah.
The fucking phone's tapped. I can't even talk to my
you
daughter.
can't talk.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit crazy.
Like,
Even
his
when they was talking about,
assassination was ill as hell.
Yeah.
In front of his daughters and wife. Like, we was getting, man.
and the thing that's crazy too. This came from the last season of Fargo. Which you watched it, Krack, right?
Yeah.
So when he was
I
sitting,
love Fargo season 4.
so when Chris Rock was sitting in front of the Italian nigga, and he was just like, "Yo, you the problem with y'all is that you looking at the man in front of you, but you ain't looking at the man behind me, behind him. You kill me, it's just another nigga right in my place." For some reason, just through history, when we lose a person, it seemed like nobody like steps into that spot, which it's probably fucking scary, right? Scary to do. So it seemed like it's never a person ready to go. So like KKK, you take a nigga out, it's another nigga right there ready. Take a nigga out, another nigga right there ready. Even if they do see a nigga get their asses clapped up right there, it's just another nigga ready. I won't equate it to the KKK. I'll just equate it to like gang life, mob shit. It's already niggas ready to go. I don't know if niggas were ready to go. Like after Malcolm X, was there a protege? After MLK, was there one? And after Fred Hampton, was there one? And were they just two? I mean, you see that happen, you think differently. You like, I don't know if I want to, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like if you heard of how Fred Hampton died and you the next nigga in line, you might be thinking like, I don't know if I want to give my life towards this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know for sure.
That's just like,
but it just seemed like historically we don't ever have that next nigga that's right up and ready to rock and roll after some shit happen.
We don't, because those, like, even with the 3 names that you mentioned, those are 3 totally separate ideologies. So when we talk about stepping into something, it's not necessarily like a role that niggas be stepping into. It's like more so like this is the group or this is the way of thinking.
But if we fell in love more with the way of thinking, how do you think things would be as far as like falling in love more with the idea
now.
as opposed to the person?
This shit hard now.
I think they were very
like
loved people.
I said, because
I think it's both.
Like they was very loved people for
But
sure.
the thing is, what the movies don't show is the hatred that we be having for each other. As well,
and
that
that's
don't
what
get
I'm saying.
shown.
Shit, no, they show it.
Because,
I mean,
They show it for
fact,
sure.
But I'm sure Lakeith.
William O'Neal is for sure like a big example of like kind of.
But I don't even think he hated him though. That was what I'm saying. Like it was probably people that really hated that nigga because
I get what you're saying.
you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
get
like
what you're
because
saying.
I think they depicted that.
that nigga.
I think they depicted
committed
that. Even though he's
suicide,
bringing niggas
you know what I'm
together.
saying? Like,
No, it was niggas who was like, nigga, fuck this nigga.
Oh no, yeah, fact.
what I'm
So
saying?
like, cause like in the Black Panther movie, I don't know if y'all remember. It was old. I remember.
Panther, the 95 joint?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good movie to me. But you know, it was the drug dealers. They ain't fuck with them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They killed. They, you know what I'm saying? That's just.
That's why Fred Hampton was kind of like the guy because he was getting like
He was getting
if you
everybody.
was a street nigga, like you still able to like really connect in a way like that's what I'm saying. Like niggas ain't looking at him in the same way as you would have looked at Martin Luther King like at the time. Like they
It was different.
it's different. Like and that's what I'm saying. Like
No,
the
different. But if I'm
ideologies-
Martin Luther King, I
but
think
they didn't
I-
even see eye to eye. Like that's what I'm saying.
No,
like,
not them together. I'm saying, you know. You just don't know when.
Mhm.
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
I don't even think.
You don't think so? Malcolm X knew it was coming.
Martin Luther King did too.
Martin Luther King knew it was coming. I just don't
Fred
know
Hampton,
when.
Fred Hampton did too. They
So
all
so what I'm
sadly-
saying is why
I'm
not
saying,
have
I'm saying like all of those
Somebody
have it
coming up.
ready?
all
have
of
somebody
those
ready.
all
It-
of those
people
were
do.
different. Like
Farrakhan's supposed to be next.
those.
Look at
No,
that.
listen. All of those were different levels of escalation too. Like if you look at what led to, there are certain like events that led to the assassination of said person.
And then the thing too.
But you think these niggas thought they was gonna make it 10 more years?
Nah,
I don't think they thought that, bro.
nah.
I
know
just
for a
think that
fact.
these niggas know for a fact, like I'm doing
Bro,
this and I'm putting my life
Fred
on the line
Hampton
for
thought
this
he
shit.
was going to jail, like and he was gonna sit down for a minute. Like I don't think this nigga thought like niggas was just gonna pull up and like.
It's either those
Even
two
if you sitting
options,
down though,
Yeah,
who's
go do
the
it in
guy?
there.
That's see.
So
I
let
think
me
that
ask some
I think
questions then.
that's what
specifically
I'm
when we
saying.
talk about that specific
Why we
It
ain't got
is.
the
I
pro-
feel-
why we ain't
no,
got the
you
protege ready?
answered it already though, because who wants to? It takes a strong ass person to
To
be
go
like,
into it.
yo, because even look, Martin Luther King, his mom got assassinated after, and his brother. Like it be shit after that we ain't hearing about.
Yeah.
Where it's like, man, they tearing,
Boy,
like
yeah,
you know
yeah.
the
Tearing
po-
niggas
the
up. I ain't
powers
trying to
the
get in
powers
there.
to be. We don't know that story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So it's like this some unsolved shit still to this day. I be hearing the nigga who got caught killing Martin Luther King ain't really the nigga who did it. You know what I'm
James
saying?
Earl Ray? Hell no.
You feel me?
But,
it just
like, niggas be saying,
it's-
like-
niggas can cover up a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas still talk about the JFK shit. Like, nigga, like, oh
Yeah.
boy ain't do that shit. Like, that was some mob shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It be a lot of shit that, and then that's another thing. That mob shit so deep. We don't know shit about that for real.
even when you
You
look
feel
at
me?
Vegas
Even when
and
you
all
look
that
into that
like,
shit, we
Yeah.
still don't know for real. They
And
talk
that be
about
the
niggas
thing though.
disappearing.
These
type
niggas
shit.
are so. It's just like you can't cut the head off that snake because another one
Okay.
is right there ready to grow. And I guess I wish we could move like that as well.
We don't got the power, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Here.
that shit just,
Yeah.
That shit's scary too, bro. Niggas
It
don't think
is.
about that shit.
Because
like,
I don't know
bro.
if I'm not. I wouldn't be the step
That-
up
that
nigga.
mob
I know
shit
I
is
wouldn't
crazy.
be, but it's just like damn. I like to feel like it's somebody that
Nah,
is.
so look, so the Rare asked me, like, yeah, like he one thing he fucked with that we did the march shit, the march for June 10th or whatever, and I'm like, he like, why you don't do this and that? I said, bro, on some real shit, I don't know where to go. You feel me? Like,
trust.
and then it be small shit from what's the movie called with the girl and the black dude? He played in it. Oh my gosh.
Who played in it?
My man Fred, who played Fred Hampton.
I'm
Slim,
talking about Get Out.
Queen of Slim.
Queen of Slim.
Oh.
That's
Get out.
that's something small, regular, but has a huge impact on a police shoot my girl. I can't defend myself in this situation, but when I do, I'm going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something simple of that
Right.
is a scary situation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So now you want me to fight a nation, though. Stand up for a whole nation.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm going, bro.
But I mean, that's the thing. Like when you look at those
we
types,
be having
like,
niggas ready to go in like gangs and shit though. Seem like niggas be ready to go.
They can wipe that shit out if they want to, for
You know
real.
what I'm saying?
Think about it, bro. Do they really want to wipe the gangs out?
No, I'm not talking about the gangs.
No, I
I'm
know,
saying
but they be ready to
like gangs, they be ready to like
ride
I
all
might
this
die.
shit.
I
No,
don't give a
facts.
fuck though. Like you know what I'm saying?
But don't be ready to go with the real shit.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, but it ain't never like on no shit. Like,
They don't never be on the real
for the
shit.
people type shit. Like,
Which
Yeah,
is
that's what
weird
I'm
because
saying.
gangs
So
are
what I'm
made
saying is
for
if
that
it's
reason,
like
though.
a gang nigga that got that mentality, I just wish it was
somebody with that
somebody with that
mentality
mentality on the
shit.
other end. Just ready. Like, fuck it. Okay, this nigga
that's
go
usually
down.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
like,
ready.
That's usually just reckless abandon opposed to just like nigga, like
It
I'm
is.
willing to do what I need to
That's
do.
real shit, crap.
Like that's not that. them
Because
ain't
the thing
same
about that
things,
is like
I
if
don't
we
think.
really tear some shit up, like yo, let's mob up and like
Because Zimmerman should have been gone.
They
if
gonna
we
tear the-
being,
they
if
gonna
we
tear the
being
community
real,
up,
like
bro.
if
Yeah.
we talking about like just on the principle type shit, like somebody should have been blown that nigga head off, but that ain't happened. So
the church shooters,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it be shit like that.
school shooters be getting off.
Yeah,
Shit crazy.
it's
Man, I'm sick. We about to end this episode.
one
on
night
this
in
shit.
Miami though. Like we can lighten the mood up a little bit more, even though like all of the people in that movie are.
That shit hit me
Damn
too,
near
though,
gone.
bro. Like you feel like, bro, our history will really fuck your mental health up.
No, that's a
Something
fact.
Crazy.
That's a fact.
I have been depressed thinking about this
That
shit,
movie
like,
didn't fuck me up.
No,
like
I
Judas
cried,
and Black
bro.
Messiah.
Like
One Night in Miami.
One night that fucked me up,
It
bro.
didn't fuck me.
I was just-
I really liked the. I
was
like the
telling you,
conversation.
I felt inspired, by that
Spiritually
more,
hurt.
more so.
No, facts.
Yeah.
But spiritually, it took me to a weird place though. Like Rare said, he was fucked up too. And I'm
I
like,
loved the
oh no, that shit was
convo in
dope
there.
as fuck.
Like I just loved all the
Regina King.
conversation.
I get
in
what
that
you
bitch.
saying.
Regina King killed that shit.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that was
It-
definitely more inspiring.
It's just that
to
we
me.
have to have those types of conversations.
Right.
You feel me?
So we said that. Can y'all have those type of conversations with your people? I feel like I haven't been able to because I feel like my circle has been
No,
very
because
emotional
niggas just
right
be
now.
real fucking
No, real shit. I'm
weird.
being real, bro. Like, and
No.
Malcolm X, me and Steve was talking about it. We was laughing. Steve
you
like,
have
do
a
you
Malcolm
really feel
X
like Malcolm X was
conversation?
talking and Sam Cooke was cutting into Malcolm? I said, Sam Cooke a bad motherfucker talking to Malcolm X like that, dog. It's
Yeah,
like,
right.
but they was both
Sam
talking.
It was
some
also
shit.
real shit.
Sam
And at
Cooke
the
was
end of
like,
the
"Hey,
day,
look, nigga,
And Sam Cooke
look
still
what
went and
came out
made
of
that
that shit.
motherfucker. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that
a
song that
fact.
came from that.
Yeah,
That's
came out of
crazy.
that
that's a
shit.
fact.
But no, I don't think we can have those conversations. Niggas be too fucking weird. No, I don't. Niggas, you tell a nigga something.
I said that I don't think, and mine's is fucked
Like,
up because I see other
yeah.
niggas and they shit, and I see other niggas successfully be making shit happen and all that. But for some, I feel like my circle too prideful and the niggas be in their emotions too much.
y'all got bigger circles
Niggas
than
can't
mine.
take criticism. It's just
Bro, you could take 6 people,
no, you could pick any six
Any
people that I
6.
fuck with, and I don't feel like I can
and
have a
then the,
conversation
and
with
the,
nobody.
it won't stay peaceful
Nah,
altogether.
It won't.
No, I'm just
But
talking
it
about
can. Yeah, but
I
it
feel
can.
like we could have
It's
those
be weird.
conversations.
We fucking do.
I don't know. It be still like,
What? Us here?
just the
Fucking
three
be
of us.
having them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying,
We
like,
be having them on air.
Yeah, I was about
The
to say.
Tekashi shit. We be having them.
I feel like we
Oh,
had a
bro.
conversation.
Yeah, it's just like, other niggas, or they just don't want to listen or care. I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's
Maybe I
reset.
still just be.
Some niggas don't know their potential either.
That's a fact.
They potential if they, just change their ways a little bit. So it is what it is. Yeah, that's a
Oh, I
fact.
thought that movie was fire though. I heard Steve said some of the shit was fictional, but
No, the night actually happened.
The night
but
happened,
the
but some of the shit-
conversations are it's
Yeah.
They
kinda
don't
like,
know.
yeah, because I think it's
For
based on
sure.
a play. Like
but
it's
Jim
based
Brown
on a play.
said most of the shit is what really happened though.
Yeah,
Which
so
is-
that's
That
cool.
beginning fucked me up though.
Which it ain't gonna be a lot
Yeah.
of.
With
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
I did not
Yeah.
expect that shit.
You know we don't allow
Yeah,
niggas
niggas
up
in
in
the
here.
house.
What the fuck is wrong with this
Fuck.
nigga? What's
I
wrong
done
with
that.
this nigga? You think you about to come over here?
Yeah, after I just
Crazy
told
ass
your
nigga.
ass.
That shit threw me off.
You know we don't. The way that
I
nigga
did not
said.
expect that shit.
That
bro.
You know
that-
we don't allow
yeah.
niggas in here.
Yeah, set the tone with that one.
For sure
Set
did.
the tone
When I
with
say that
that
was a
one.
tone setter for the movie, I said, okay, we watching some shit.
I had to rewind to see if that's what he said.
Ali pissed me off. That's one thing this movie did, though, man.
What? Why he pissed you off?
Just if Malcolm really told you what was going on and you kind of betrayed him and shit, like this afterwards. This ain't in the movie, but like he was talking shit about Malcolm X.
He said he would have apologized
Yeah.
about that. He's
Yeah.
for sure addressed.
No, I know that, but it just that was weird.
But he
dog.
was young.
He was young,
I do.
21 years
Yeah,
old, so I took it back. But it's
that's
like,
the only-
damn, bro.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I for
Niggas
sure
be in
feel
their
you.
bag though, man. Niggas make mistakes.
Yeah,
Go crazy.
I'm glad he did acknowledge that though.
But you know what was fire about that shit though?
What?
So Denzel's Malcolm X movie, he listening to Change Go Come on the way before he get assassinated.
Yeah,
They tied all that shit
That's
into
right.
that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
niggas wouldn't have known that
We
shit.
got a lot of dope ass history, man.
We do.
I ain't
Niggas
even up
need
on
to
Sam
know.
Cooke either, man.
Niggas need to know.
We was talking about that shit. Like I wasn't really
Ownership. He was
tapped
talking that
in
shit.
with Sam Cooke either, but yeah, he's definitely one of those. We been talking a lot about Barry Gordy. And,
No, we don't
you
fuck
know
with
what I'm
Bobby
saying?
Womack though. That nigga something different, bro. That's some ill shit right there, bro.
Is that true, bro?
No,
Because
that's a
I've seen
fact.
that. Yeah, I've seen that shit.
Nigga should have fucked his wife and his daughter.
That's some nasty business.
That nigga trash, bro.
I fuck with it if you think you lonely now, nigga. Huh.
Mm-mm.
Wait until tonight,
We need to
Look
girl.
at it different.
we need to cancel him.
I look at it different.
We gotta cancel him.
We gotta cancel
Hey, we
him.
gotta cancel Bobby Womack. Y'all niggas say shit. Dead man bars.
You gotta get the fuck
Look
out
at
of here.
look at these
sir.
dead man bars this nigga giving out.
Yeah,
This
bro.
nigga ain't no better than Meek.
I know I ain't. The fuck. I'm not apologizing to the Womack family.
Meek did some damage control, man. He put the little photo like,
Man, get
hey,
the
I
fuck
got the,
outta
I got
here.
the,
Yeah, I
that
see
was
that
damage
shit
control,
too.
bro. He said,
All right, man. Let's sign
he
off.
taking the line out.
Fucking stop.